our YouTube channel Byte Boost, and I believe you are doing good. And in the last session, we have covered something about calendars, how you can create a calendars. In the last session, I have covered. If you haven't watched that video, the link is given above. You can click and check out that video. But before to start today's session, if you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe so that whenever we will update the video, you will get the notification. So without any further delay, let's jump into the topic. So today's topic, we are going to cover a GST invoice. So whatever the home functions we have covered in the last sessions, so those cover sessions like clipboard, font, alignment, number, style, sales and editing. Out of these functions, we are going to create a GST invoice. So first, we need a header. To use this header, let me select this invoice till here, and I'll use this merge option. And in this merge option, let me select this one. So now I just would like to give a name. So let the name Byte Boost. So now let me increase the font size. So I'm going to use this one rather than just going here and choose this one. So for example, let me use this one. So it looks good to me, and let me use the different font so that it is more visible to the customer. So let me use the font. I think for this one will be okay. So now this text this font we are using, and just below to that we have to take one more. So let's merge the center, and here I am going to write fully automated GST invoice. Okay, so little size we have to increase. So now this looks fine, and here we want a logo. So for that, let me add here this logo. So again, let me merge this, and here I just would like to add logo. For example, if I'll go to the insert and I'll go to the picture only, so simply this device I'll choose Byte Boost PNG, and now let me arrange it to here. So this would be looks good. Little I have to squeeze it, and now it looks fine. So arrange little bit. Let's go about the invoice. Okay, so now it looks good. Now what we have to do is we have to create the customer's name. Okay, so let's say address. Here I'd like to add. So address I would like to add here. So simply let me merge to the center, and address or GSTN I'll write GSTIN, and then I'll add GSTN. To do that, simply I'll divide this row into the two columns. So let's divide this till here, and this will till here. So now if I'll add this, simply it is going to look alike, and here we can add GSTN. So for example, let's say add GSTN. So this would be example for GSTN. Okay, so now here something which we have to write is I'll tell you four things we have to write. So let me add this merge center, and again I'll format this. So let me format this one, and again I'll use this one. I'll format it here. So now here what I would like to write is again do this quickly. So here I just would like to write invoice number and then customer ID, and here we have to write name. Okay, this one take ID, this one take invoice number, and then here it would be address. Okay, so now this is done. Now here we would like to have all this information, and for example let me add this one till this column, because address would be in size, so we have to take more space. So let me align it to the middle, and again here I have to merge it, and then it would be fine. So here let me add this one to merge center, and again this one, and then again we have to merge this one. Now invoice number, let example 1, customer ID, let's CUS take customer, then 4538. This would be, and in between if we will add hyphen, that would be look good. So now this is the customer ID, name, let's say okay, that will be fine. Now address, let me add ABC, and let's say a street and a house number, and then city, then state, and then pin. Okay, so now we have to wrap it. So now again if I'll take to the middle, so it would be looking like this. I hope this is fine. So now let me add one more, let me add this one below, one more row we have to add, or let me add this one. Okay, so this is completely fine. So let me add it one more row. Okay, fine. So this is totally fine. So again here what we have to do is, so we have to add now invoice type, right? So for invoice type you will write type, then you will write days, then again you will write due date. Okay, so here this is invoice type, might be credit or debit, or days, let's example 14, and date, let's example give date which is 0 10, and April. This is just an example, so let me add this. So now let me align this one with this. So now it is aligned. Now as you can see, it looks fine. So let me bold it, this one and this one. And again we have to add here date, the exact date where when invoice has been created. This date we are adding here, and let's say this invoice has been created on 2nd of April 24. So now this invoice has been created. Now again, one more thing which we have to add is point of sale. So point of sale we will add here. So let's say this is K Karnataka, and here we have to add the GSTN. Okay, so again let me add it. So now we have to create a border. So as you can see, this is something looking different. So let's add this one simply. For example, I'll remove this border, and now it looks fine me or here, and now I believe this is fine. Now one more thing which we can see here, the GSTN number which we are going to give is little bit take big space as compared to other cells. So for that reason we are increasing the width of this column. So now it looks fine, and here okay, so let me align this one. Now it looks fine. Okay, now GSTN, let me add it. Okay, so you can add the GSTN here, and now this is fine. So let me complete this box. So now if I'll give this one, so it's looking a little bit weird. So what I can do is I'll increase the size of this one, and then this one, and then this one. Now address I'll give completely merge to this. So now it's looking completely fine with it. And here we have to change the date format. So I have already told you in the last session how you can change the date format. So simply you can take this date would be fine. Okay, so again let's close this as a box. Now the first header of the invoice is completed. Now let me again create the different body of this invoice. So simply here I'll take this one serial, where you can add 1 2 3 4 like this. For example, if I'll go here and I'll add till this and simply I'll go to the series and then I'll add autofill columns. So I guess I have to add linearly. So now if I'll fill it, so it's getting filled. So now again I have to align it to the middle. This one also it should be middle. Now it's look fine. Now one more thing, the product ID which we have to add. For example here, let me give the border so that you can understand clearly. So now the product ID we have to give here. So product ID, this is little, we have to decrease the size. So now it looks fine. Now product description we have to add. So description will take little more space. So I'll merge this to center, and here I'll write product description. Okay, so here as you can see we have added product description, and then we will give this. So as you can see, this will require to merge it. So once I'll merge this one, let me merge this one completely. So now let me merge this. So now it fine, it got merged. So whenever you are giving the product description, it will be completely aligned with this column width. Now HSN we have to give. So HSN, let's write. So every product has its unique HSN that a dealer or businessman have to give it here. So let me add HSN, and it looks fine. Now MRP we have to add. Okay, so if we have to increase the cells or the columns, we will increase in the case if it is not getting fit with this format. So simply MRP I'm going to add, and then quantity, again taxable value, civil value, which we have to add here. And I guess 3 more columns we need. So for that I'm going to add 3 more columns. Okay, so 3 more columns we have to add. In such case, let's say this 3 columns I'm taking here, and I'm just giving the border, and let me align little bit. So this will be quick, and here let me give this one till here. I think this would be fine. Okay, so let me again merge it to the center. This would be merge it to the center. This would be merge it to the center. Again, this would be merge it to the center. And the same, let me take this date, it would be fine. And again Karnataka. Okay, fine, we will see. Let me first create the format out of it, so that it should be fine with this format. Okay, so now again, so this is a complete format which we have created. So now again this one we have to this is fine. Let me little decrease the width of this. It looks fine. Now here we have to add a GST percentage, then IGST or CGST. You can use the drop down. So for that, what I can do is I can use for an example, I can use validation. So validation part we will cover it later, because I haven't told you this validation part. So simply I'm writing IGST. So once we will cover the validation, at that time I will tell you how to use the validation. Now simply we can use IGST and the amount. Okay. So now this invoice is done. So later here we have to add the sum. For an example, for IGST, the quantity which we have to add. So let's say I'll use sum here. So if any quantity will be added, this will be calculated here. Okay. So now again I'll use this sum for here, this one, and this GST, that is I'll write total here, and then this would be the sum again. This would be the sum, and then let me select this and I'll close this. So let's say if I'll write something 1 or 2, it's getting calculated or not. So let me use the sum function once again. Till here it should be, then close. Let's see. Now it is showing 3. So it would be the same wise. Okay, so it will get automatically calculated. So this one should be in the box, this one, and this one we will keep like this, taxable value, and taxable value also it should get calculated. So for that I'll add this one here. Okay, so let me remove this, ignore error, again ignore error here, this one. Okay, now it looks fine. Let me again add border here. We align this to the middle and now create a border, and again here it would be the sum. So for sum, simply I'll add it here. So I'll also add some values so that you can see where it is working or not working. Okay, so now we will add remarks here. So simply merge it to the center and you add remarks, and let me add it to the middle. And now for remarks we will take this one and I'll use the bracket, the border, and let's use to the center. And now this values which I would like to calculate, so here simply I can write the summary. So let me add it here, and this would be merged to the center, and then again this would be the summary of my invoice. And let's say here I just would like to calculate the taxable amount. Oops. Okay, so now let me now taxable amount, as you can see here. So here what I want to do is, here I just would like to calculate all the taxable amount. So for that I need some cells which should be aligned in the center. So let's say this one is CGST, and this one is let's say SGST, and this one is IGST. Okay, and this is invoice amount, and let's align again, merge it to the center. Now select this two, format painter, and again you do this. So now we have this beautiful design here, and for the remarks let me again adjust it till here. This should be merge and this should be the remarks. Let's align it, and now let me add the border. Okay, so now it looks fine. For this one, let me merge to the center, and again here whatever will be the taxable amount, this should be here. Okay, so this one again, let me merge it to the center, then again this one, and then I'll add it this one, and just select, then done. So now you can add your taxable income here, I mean taxable amount here. So once you will add the amount, then it will be reflect like this. For an example, I just start adding something. So let's say product AB 1 2 3. So likewise I just would like to fill it till here. So to do that, I go to the series and again linearly I would like to fill. So let me check what's wrong here. Series, let's do autofill. So it is filled this number. Okay, so now a product ID we have here is this, and product description, let me write let me add A B C D E, and likewise I just wanted to get it filled till here. So I'll go to the series and I'll do the autofill and OK. So now as you can see, it is showing the same thing, product description. So a little bit, I guess we have to add then B C D E C D E F like this. I just wanted to get filled till here. So simply I'll go to the series and fill automatically. So let's see if it is working or not. Okay, now it looks fine, but at least it is working. So now I want HSN. So let's say 2 3 4 5, and then let's see if it is working, and I'll go to the series again, and series I'll do the autofill, and then I have to select it here. So again I'll go to the series and I'll use autofill, and then it will get filled like this. Okay, so now let's see if I can increase it to the little bit 2 3 4 5 or 5 6, and let's see if it is increasing. Okay, it got increase. Now one thing that we would like to check, let's see if it is let me check till here, use series if it is working out. Okay, so now it got filled already. Now MRP again I would like to 5 6. Now let me add this one in comma, and now it is fine. And again let me add this here 1 2 5 6 7, and I just would like to do the autofill. So let's see what will happen. So it's getting autofilled, as you can see this number. Okay, so now one more thing, the quantity, I just would like to add 1 3 like number. Again, go to the series and autofill, and I hope for autofill we have to select this columns till 19k. Again, I'll go to the series, I'll use autofill, and now it's got filled. Likewise, taxable value. So for an example, any taxable value we have to cover, we have to write. For an example, whatever will be the taxable value. For example, this is the taxable value. Then the formula which we have to write is this one into this one and divided by 100. Okay, so let's say if I add 18% here. So as you can see, immediately this taxable value is reflecting. So how much it is? This is 2224. So likewise, if I'll add this number, let's say 12% and then 5%, 5%. So likewise, I just again I'll paste it here, and let me align this here, and let me paste this value till here. So now this values got reflecting. So let me align this one quickly. And IGST, for an example, if IGST you like to calculate, so how you can calculate the IGST? So IGST is the total of CGST and SGST, state government tax and central government tax. This is the total sum of this two. It will come as IGST. Now for that, I just leaving this IGST. Let's assuming this is a GST. I'm just considering. Let me do the GST. So whatever will be the GST. So let's say this is CGST plus SGST. So simply you can write, or we can write SGST or CGST like this. Or simply what we can do is we can take two more column. For example, if we would like to calculate CGST and SGST, so here we will add one more column, and here what we will write is we will write this CGST and one more column we have to add. This is, for an example, IGST, and this is CGST, and this is SGST. Now we have created this, and for example, let me align this a little bit. So here I'll copy this one and paste it here. Same wise, I'll merge it to the center and merge it to the center, and here I'll copy this one here, and here this one I'll copy this here. Now I think this looks fine. Now let me merge it to the center and then merge it to the center, this one. And then again merge it to the center. So now this one we will delete and this we will merge it to the center. Okay, now it looks fine. So this one we can align like this, and this one as it is little bit format we have to change. So no problem. We will simply, because this is the format which we have to take care of. So simply again let me paste it here, and again if I'll merge it to the center, then merge it to the center, again merge it to the center, this one, delete this one, and again merge it to the center. This one format you can change, simply go to the format cell, date, and here you can go to the Australia and you can select this date, and now it looks fine. Now let's align this one here, and here we have to create a border. Now this invoice looks fine. So one thing which we have to do is this total sum it is coming. So for an example, this GST percent is 18, so it is calculating. So CGST and SGST would be the half of this GST percent. Okay. So now for an example here, we will take this CGST. This would be the half of this one. Let me again divide with 2. Okay, and this would be the same. So now let me again copy this to here, and now the value will look like this. So again if I will paste it here and let's say assume IGST. So IGST would be, if it is IGST, then it would be only one value, that is 18% of this taxable value. So let's say this is CGST and SGST. So we are calculating only this one, and this one would be 0. And now total amount, if we will calculate, that is sum of this two. So again let's say paste it till here. So now this values which are reflecting in this invoice, now you can see here all values are reflecting here. So now what would be the total taxable amount that we have to calculate? Okay, so the total taxable value is this one, and now CGST would be this one, and now SGST would be this one, and our IGST, that should be this one. Now invoice amount, that should be this one. So now this is total invoice which we have created. Now once again we would like to add account signature and customer signature, and also we would like to greeting to the customer for purchasing. So simply what we can do is we can create a border, and again here let's say for this So let me merge it and let me create one border. And for here again, we would like to create the same, and this would be the customer signature. So let me merge it, and then again we create this one, and at last we would like to send a greeting to the customer, writing thank you. Thank you, visit again. Okay, so now let me create a border for this and then align it to the center, and again let me increase the font size, and here I just would like to add this color, and now this is completely the GST invoice which we have created. Now we can create this invoice dynamically. If you want this invoice, you can directly reach out, or you can write a comment on comment section, or if you have any doubt or queries, we can help you out with those. Simply what you have to do is you have to write us on our official mail ID. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, do not forget to like or subscribe. I will see you with the next topic in the next video. Thank you very much.